Hello Prakash.
Hi, Jaishankar.
Hi. It's good that we are meeting like this and sitting here together after 30 years of being in business. And Brigade Tours has been first project for you and first project for me as a developer and for you as a PMC. And a lot of water has flown during this last 30 years. What do you think are the current trends in project management field?
So first of all, I think I should thank you for having introduced me into the whole of project management arena. When construction and project management was considered an oxymoron, nobody ever thought of it, and I should first thank you for that. Because over a period of time, as you said, the very concept, initially construction management was thought of something which is just a supervision. Very few people knew the complete gamut of what can be done as in terms of construction management. So, and first is that it's over a period of time, all those people who are involved in the construction, particularly the developers, builders, and the other industry has recognized the role of construction project management. Thanks to the MNCs that have come in also. And that has really given a boost to the recognition of construction management as a service that can be done and the value add that can bring in. And there are also a lot of courses that have been conducted in the educational institutions. That way, I think it has grown over the last 3 decades. The role of construction management has really been done.
So, if you can share some new trends, are there any new trends?
Obviously, there are no new trends. Probably, I would look at particularly the information technology being applied to this in terms of what can be managed.
Yeah.
And as all of us know, that a lot of data is generated. If you can convert that data into information, then information applied to management is what I am looking at. For example, you have done so many projects. If you can collate all these things, information, and see what has happened over a period of time, and project it to see how the construction project can be managed in a different way, that would be a great trend that we can have. Because, for example, the project management software itself was not being used.
Yeah.
If you know, when we started, we didn't have a software.
Correct.
Today we have several software to use it for applications. Similarly, quantity survey. If we can bring it to the other areas also, it would be a great help. Now that the RERA bill has been passed, how do you think it will not affect not only the consumer, do you think it will have some effect in terms of managing the projects themselves?
See, as you said, RERA is a reality. So, one of the main challenges to developers and people in this industry is to complete the projects on time, accepted timelines. That is the reason or the reason behind this act itself, to protect the interests of customers and consumers. This line construction, real estate development is beset with problems, number of issues, because we in turn depend on contractors and subcontractors and suppliers and so many people. Somewhere in this chain, somewhere there will be a break in one project or other, or in every project there will be a break by somebody or other. So it becomes all the more important that planning takes a much more important part than what it is being given. The kind of importance that is given now is insufficient in my opinion.
Okay.
So planning the projects, coordination of projects is one of the main requirement if people have to complete the projects on time. Other than, of course, to ensure that funds received for a project is not diverted or used for another project within the same field. Forget about using it for a non-business purpose. After being in business for 30 years, and there are every other day or month there will be new people coming into this activity, be it real estate or be it the PMC. To a person starting business now in real estate, as a expert PMC person, how will you convince a new developer to engage the services of a PMC, or how will you convince him that PMC will bring in value?
That's a very nice question. I mean, that's always been our challenge as to how do we convince a newcomer into this particular construction industry. The general opinion about anybody who comes into this, who wants to know about the construction project management is they think we just do supervision. So we always tell them it is not just supervision. And I have, as a matter of fact, used this word as that we do supervision is what is required. It has to be split into that. And the role of a construction project management starts at the concept stage itself, where you can add a lot of value to the building that comes up. So we give them examples of various things that we have done, given them the case studies to say what has happened, how even a conditions of the contract could be changed to make it in a better way, why he should have particular conditions of contract, how he should not, what should be the model that he adopts. Therefore, we tell him that it is not just hiring a contractor and a couple of designers to do it. And we become his eyes and ears to say what needs to be done as to over a period of time. It's also quite, I have come across that even people who are very well known in their field are not aware of construction projects, not necessarily the builder, even the industrialists and hoteliers and the people who put up hospitals, etc. We have gone and told them as to the importance of what is project management. For example, a couple of hospitals that we are doing now, we have to tell them as to what value add we can bring in. So that's the methodology we adopt to say as to how we show them the importance of construction management. You have handled so many projects till then, millions of square feet have been done, you have dealt with so many of these stakeholders. And what values do you think that the stakeholders can build into a building project to see that that is done on time? And what are the challenges that you have had dealing with so many stakeholders that you have had? And how is that Brigade manifesto that we are talking about is also adding value to the system?
I would put it this way. See, for any project to be completed on time to desired quality levels, each stakeholder has to contribute. The stakeholders in this case are the architects, the structural engineers, the PM, and various other services consultants, the PMC consultant, contractors, the developer, the suppliers, all have a role to play. And when projects get delayed, it does not get delayed due to any single stakeholder. Invariably, it is due to a combination of factors. So that way, if each of them, if the architects give the drawings and the consultants give the inputs on time, and if the developers give the decisions on time, and if the developer funds the project properly, and if the contractor mobilizes men, material and his infrastructure properly, there is no reason why projects need to get delayed. But if one stakeholder does not perform his aspect, his part of the duty, then projects are bound to get delayed. Then there will be some kind of a chain reaction. So this is unfortunate, but it happens in quite a few cases. And when these things fall into place in the right way, projects do get completed on time.
How is the Brigade Group's Brigade manifesto that we have got is addressing the requirements of the customers?
Being in business for 30 years, I think our manifesto also has evolved. When we started business in 1986, our manifesto or the tagline was we deliver more than we promise. Because real estate development in 1980s was in a nascent stage, particularly in Bangalore, where we started our business. So there was a need to give that assurance that whatever is committed or is promised will be delivered. So that was the doubts people had in mind, particularly because it was my first project and I had come from a non-construction background. Then over a period that evolved in trying to build trust and assure quality, we changed our manifesto to builders of quality and developers of trust. So, we had to convince our customers that we are there to give quality, and also we are not going to run away from the scene, because there were several instances of developers collecting money and disappearing from the scene. So that way the trust factor was important, and that further changed to as we completed a number of projects, and as the customer expectations changed, lifestyle expectations changed, our manifesto also changed to, for a better quality of life, upgrade to Brigade. That was our tagline, which was very well received. And a project like this, where we are sitting, Brigade Gateway, is a perfect example of giving a better quality of life to our customers, where we have perfected the concept of live, work and play, or the walk to work concept. Having passed that aspect of quality of life, and several other developers also will be promising the same thing. Today, our manifesto is relentlessly building positive experiences to our customers. That is the current manifesto and our objective, and based on which all our team members, we would want the team members to work hard to give a good positive experience to our customers. And as we have grown over a period, and the size of the organization is large, we have, I would say, encapsulated our core values of the organization in a simple way called QC first. Q stands for quality, C for customer, F for fairness, I for innovativeness, RS is socially responsible, and T for trust. So I expect the all brigade team, we call our brigade team as brigadiers, all of them to embody this principal core values of the organization, which is QC first.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash.
Thank you.